Facebook's CEO Mark Zuckerberg sat for a high-stakes televised grilling from lawmakers Tuesday and Wednesday in his first-ever appearance before Congress and immediately took heat for the role his social media site played in the elections. Zuckerberg tried to reassure lawmakers, saying Facebook would investigate every single app that had access to a large amount of information on the site. "We believe that we're going to be investigating many apps, tens of thousands of apps," he told Congress. "And if we find any suspicious activity, we're going to conduct a full audit of those apps to understand how they're using their data and if they're doing anything improper." Before he could answer a single question, lawmakers went after Facebook for recent security breakdowns. "There was clearly a breach of consumer trust and a likely improper transfer of consumer data," said Senate Judiciary Chairman Charles Grassley of Iowa at the start of the hearing. Zuckerberg at first said under questioning that his firm had received a subpoena from special counsel Robert Mueller, then backed off and said he wanted to be careful because our work with the special counsel is confidential. "Let me clarify that I am not aware of a subpoena. I believe that there may be. But I know that we're working with them," he responded after an exchange with Sen. Patrick Leahy, DVT. "We've seen the apology tours before," complained Connecticut Sen. Richard Blumenthal at one point producing a poster with Zuckerberg's various statements of regret. "You have refused to acknowledge even an ethical obligation to have reported this violation of the Federal Trade Commission consent decree involving the firm," he said. "I have no assurance that these kinds of vague commitments are going to produce action," he fumed. Grassley said his panel would hold another hearing on the Cambridge Analytica consulting firm and internet privacy. "We have made a lot of mistakes in running the company," Zuckerberg admitted. "It's pretty much impossible, I believe, to start a company in your dorm room and then grow it to be at the scale that you're at now without making some mistakes," he said, alluding to the famous story of Facebook's creation. Leading Judiciary Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein called out an infamous Russian troll factory whose members have now been indicted and who exploited Facebook to boost Donald Trump in the 2016 campaign. "We've seen how foreign actors are abusing social media platforms like Facebook to interfere in elections and take millions of Americans' personal information without their knowledge in order to manipulate public opinion and target individual voters," said Feinstein as the 33-year-old CEO faced a bank of 44 U.S. senators. "What is Facebook doing to prevent foreign actors from interfering in U.S. elections?" Feinstein asked him. "This is one of my top priorities in 2018 is to get this right," Zuckerberg responded. "One of my greatest regrets in running the company is that we were slow in identifying the Russian information operations in 2016. There are people in Russia whose job it is to try to exploit our systems, so this is an arms race," Zuckerberg said. Said Democratic Senator Bill Nelson of Florida, "Let me just cut to the chase. If you and other social media companies do not get your act in order, none of us are gonna have any privacy anymore. That's what we're facing." Nelson, who met with Zuckerberg Monday and faces a competitive re-election, said, "I think you're genuine. I got that sense in conversing with you. You want to do the right thing. You want to enact reforms. We want to know if it's going to be enough." Zuckerberg was in Washington to address lawmakers in a packed hearing room inside the underground Capitol Visitors Center in one of the year's most closely watched hearings.